So from last week, and just sort of correcting some parts of the notes that I have missed from upgrading to release 14, is this part here in the notes. Also making sure while I'm at it that you got the latest part of the notes. Make sure it's got the August 2014 suffix on the end of the notes, the PDF, and a sure thing will be from page 9. You got all this yellow stuff. All right. So, but just head back to page 4. I think it was page 5. Okay, here on page 5. We're saying to go to this folder here, International Metric Library. Unfortunately, this has been changed, and that there's no such thing anymore in 14. So we've got to go to the US metric actually to find that particular door, which the door name is where is it? Door name is that one there, M sliding 2 panel. All right, so let me go back to this thing here. If I click here, in this drawing, it's already in here, but I'll it's actually been modified to be 1810 by 2040 anyway. So let's see if we were to bring it in again, how that could be done. All right, so I'll just bring that particular bit there, and there is some instructions on the following page, I think, on the following page 6 to show you how to change it to 1810 by 2040. So let's run through that again. We haven't done a lot of this because of the interruption we had last week, but let's go with it now. Let's go to architecture, doors, and we want to load a new family because all right, it's in here already, so I can't really show you, but I'll load it from scratch again so I can show you. Let's go to now when you go to insert, according to the instructions, there should be an international library in here, which there isn't anymore. So you need to actually click up on the top here, up there, all right, and then go back to libraries, all right, and then you get US metric. Now, not everybody might have that installed at home automatically, so you have to, if that's not installed at home, I'll show you in a minute how to do that. But first of all, let's just watch here, and see. Alternatively, I can copy some of these files on your drive, and you can take them if worst comes to worst. It's not a big deal, but I'll show you the other procedure. So here we are. So according to our instructions, we then have to go to a folder called doors, which is here, and down the bottom should be. There it is. It's exactly the same thing. They just shifted things around. So let's go open. I mean, I didn't realize there was a US metric. Like apparently some parts of it have gone metric are here. I don't know if it's true or not.
I did it with I didn't do the US metric. I think I thought Australia or whatever. Still found the door. So.
Yeah, well, that should be alright. It doesn't matter really.
Dimensions are.
It doesn't matter because this is on here already. It will say override, but you shouldn't say that. So I just now I can put it there. Or normally I will have to go through and edit the type and create a new one, but because this file had it already, it won't. So just follow the instructions to change it back. There it seems to be equal there, so we'll just drop it in, and basically that's the way it goes. Yeah, so that's the door there. Pretty much done. If you had to change it, it's not difficult. I'll just escape a couple of times or press modify. It's just a matter of actually whilst you're in there in the doors, if you click that, edit type, you duplicate it, call it whatever the new name might be. So you say, for example, wanted to do a 1510 one, you just change that to 15 there. But 2040, that will stay the same. You go OK. And not that you would have that, but anyway, you just so you got a new one basically now. But just by changing the numbers here, remember it doesn't actually change the actual size of it. You've got to come here and actually make another size here by changing that to 1510. The rest should be the same. Go okay. Now we've got a smaller version of that, which you can put somewhere, if you wanted to. All right, so that's just how you would do it. All right. I'll undo that because we didn't really want that. Control Z there. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you haven't got the US metric folder, which I got that sliding door from, you can actually copy the folder from TAFE if you're at TAFE and take it home. That's probably one of the easiest ways. And you can copy it in the same location as the program wants it, or you can copy it somewhere else and just navigate and go and find it. So you could work it out. You've got to be careful because I don't think that folder is available. I don't know that it might be hidden. So if you have a look, that folder is under program data, and if I go to E drive, that is not there, so I could put it on L drive for you. So if I go to C drive and I go to program data, it's there for me because I got hidden files to be shown, but it's a hidden folder in fact. So you have to unhide the hidden folders to actually see it. All right, so it is in there. But what I will do is copy it to L drive if I can. Basically, it's under Autodesk, I think. Down here, Revit, Revit 14, libraries, US metric and imperial, Australia. All right, so I'll just go control copy that, and I'll put that in the L drive for now as we, so you can see where I'm putting it as well. And I'm gonna just put it under this folder here. And where would I put it here? I'll just put it under, there was a miscellaneous thing, but I'll just put it straight under here, Control V. All right, so that will be happening in the background. Meanwhile, I'll show you, it's 756 megabytes. So meanwhile, I'll show you how to update your computer at home if you haven't got the US metric folder. You probably have to put your disk back in, but that's fine. If I go to control panel, and then I go to programs and features. All right, I scroll down to Autodesk Revit 2014, and then I click on uninstall/change. Well, no, we're not going to uninstall it, we're just going to change it. So here, add or remove features. All right, now mine will have a tick next to the US metric and imperial, but yours probably doesn't. So all you need to do is tick these boxes here and go add content, and it will put in those files that I'm now copying in that L drive for you to then have the missing file, which is this one here, because it has changed from 13. That folder structure is not there anymore, so you need to then go, the international metric is not there anymore, so it's called US metric now. All right, so as I said before, when we go here to bring in our door, as the instruction says, there's no international anymore. So what you need to do is just click here, go up to libraries, and go to US metric, or just copy the folder and just go and navigate to that folder, and doors are in there, and it's all the way down the bottom there. All right, so that's that. Okay, if you have a look at my windows, are actually all over the place, and if you look at the floor plan, they look all right. And the reason these showing up is because if you have a look at the 3D, they're actually all the way down there, and that's not where they should be. So let's just go through and fix some of these things. It's 2040, that's the door, but the windows should be at 2080 head height. So just click on there, go to the properties, and make it 2080. Oh, what happened there? I'm just not sure what I've done there. Head height should be, oh, sorry, my number lock was off. What? 2? No. 2080. Apply. Okay, that works. Beautiful. And I'll just grab these three here and do the same thing, hopefully all at once. I'm not sure why they ended up down there, but it does happen obviously. And so we'll do that. Make sure they're at the right level to start with. Now, I do have a couple at the other side as well, so I'll fix those up as well. I think this one is alright. Yep. So just get this and make it 2080. Oh, wait, 0. I have to press apply. Alright, so now if I go to the floor plan or the ground floor, you can see that I'm getting like something like you guys are getting. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this. One way is to drop it partially there, because when you're taking our view through this, we're cutting it at 1200 high, and as you can see from here, and if I go to, let's go to the north elevation. If you have a look at this here, we're cutting this at 1200. Okay, so if I measure from the ground here to, which is 0, to up there somewhere, I don't know, there, that's a 1400. So I'm cutting my line through about there, this level, and the windows are up there. So that's why I'm not seeing the windows, all right? So it's simple really. The simplest fix will be to do the, to do what I'm going to show you, which is basically lift your level up a bit, a couple hundred, then you'll be right. So we'll do that. I'll show you the other bit another time, but let's go to, so you just got to make sure you haven't got anything highlighted, so escape a couple of times, and then go to view range down here. So you have to scroll down in the extensive section, go edit, and we'll change that to say 1500 or something like that. Okay, that. Alright, so now you can see your windows pop in here like that. Those 3 windows are alive, yay. All good. Alright, so that's the way to fix that. Was there anything else? I think also when we added the windows here, it's said to again go to the international folder, but as I said before, with the sliding door, the same idea. Under the windows, you go to load family and go here and go to libraries and go to the US metric. If worst comes to worst, really you can probably do a a second. So if worst comes excuse me, if worst comes to worst, you can actually use the Australian one for the doors as well. Just pick up anything from Windows that's similar name, like I think we're talking about a sliding with trim. So really, be one of them. And that, if once you change the numbers, they should be pretty much the same anyway. All right. So it's not the end of the world if you can't get this US metric. Just make something up. The idea is to know how to do this stuff, not necessarily always know where to find them. Because when you go out in the industry, they'll probably be not using any of that anyway. It'll be some proprietary one that they've downloaded or created themselves anyway. All right. So just to know where to get them is the main thing, and how to change them. All right, so as I said, go to libraries and US metric, and I've just shown you how to bring that in if you have to. All right, so let's cancel that, and we will now move on to the adding the slab there. So